.1057 The Nask. That was Nask, a doo-wop jam by Pinball. I'm Andrew Fry, and with me...
Sorry, what'd you say your name was?
Andrew Fry, and with me...
Wait, so Fry is your middle name? I never heard that last name. And with me. And Hank Dynamo is also here. I don't know where he is, though.
Tell them what we're talking about today.
We're talking about, how serious it is.
To look both ways when crossing the street.
It's a very serious matter, drugs. We need to talk about it today on the show.
And what better way to do that with the history of pinball, which is our band, if you didn't know. I mean, you'd probably know that if you're following this channel.
Yeah.
So, where does it start? How far back are we going? 2001.
Well...
The world was a different place. I was born.
What day was it? December 23rd. December 23rd, 2019, I put up like a thing and about who wants to start some new wave band, and you and some other people joined, and we called it Pinball.
Can you remember how many people?
I think it was like
at least 5.
4, maybe 5 said yes on my story to being in the thing. I thought more people would want to do a band.
I know, it feels like it's hard nowadays to find people.
Yeah.
I think just less people play instruments.
I'm so lonely.
Because now everyone can just make a beat with like a free trial on a app.
And that's the kind of music people like too, so...
Yeah.
They don't want a guitar riff that's backwards and sped up.
If you are interested in guitar riffs played backwards, sped up, this is the place you'll find it.
Yeah. Right here with the drugs.
So,
I mean the band Pinball.
Hank, explain what you had done up to that point, like, music-wise. What led you to that? Will music make you lose control?
Huh?
No, who are you with before this?
History of music. I think in 2015 I started writing music. I started writing, like, parodies.
Whoa, you went way back.
And then...
I just meant, like, the month leading up to it, but...
Oh, I see. I'll just kind of say the bands. And then 2016, I started a band called Stupid Rock with my siblings. And then towards the end of 2018, I started a band called the Dynamos with my uncle Ace. And then 2019, Cash joined, and the band changed to being called The Roommates, so I guess that's kind of a different band.
And what made you want to put that thing up? Advertising a new band.
Wait, what did I advertise?
Not advertise, but asked for people to be in your band.
Oh, I just wanted to do something else. I was kind of bored. I was kind of bored with The Roommates because it was just me and Cash, and I wanted a, like, full band kind of thing. I'm still not doing that, but Pinball kind of feels like that because we have all the instruments.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. None of us have, like, a full-time instrument or position. It's just whatever we feel like. Before pinball, I
You got into some serious drugs and pinball pulled you out of it?
That's all of our fan stories. They should be thanking us with money.
Yeah, so we can buy some more.
And then they won't have access to it.
Yeah.
Genius. Cyber high
In
five.
France. Being in France.
Anyway, I was working with the Folds yesterday, and that's about it. Like the month leading up to pinball.
What?
What?
That's all you're gonna say? You
Well,
have one project that's like one of my 10 favorite bands.
who?
You know, the stuff. The
Industrial
stuff I worked
Gelatin?
on. Your pal Andy.
Oh yeah. And
I guess that's not real.
I had a solo career that was your pal Andy. But it was kind of
I guess
scarce.
your
I only
pal
put out
Andy.
like one once in a while.
Yeah.
Not as much as I do now. New album,
I
by the
guess
way,
your
Like a
pal
Pegasus,
Andy
now on
wasn't
Spotify.
really a band.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking bands only.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was great. It's like my favorite
Your pal Andy,
project
really?
of either of ours.
That Joshua, the experimental lentile, however you say it, that might be like my fifth favorite like track I've ever been part of. Like just the
Wow.
it sounds so cool. Like
Well, that's the thing, like, that whole EP and then a few other songs by your pal Andy are like my favorite songs
wow.
that either of us are a part of that
Well, you
aren't
produced
pinball.
that one so well. Like it feels like it could have been on like Freak Out.
I pretty much just mixed it.
I know. Well, no, you added that like thing at the end, didn't you?
Hey, I did add some stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so that's pretty
What's
much.
that buzzing noise?
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. If you don't know, that's a reference to the one song. What's the song called? Tomorrow. Anyway, that's pretty much how it led up to us meeting.
Then it wasn't, even though that kind of started in December 23rd, 2019, we
Oh,
didn't
that's
have
crazy. 2019 is when it
an
technically
album.
started.
Yeah. The album was October 7th, 2020.
Wow, that's
Which
just
it's
so
not like
weird to think about.
we weren't recording that entire time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We,
yeah, yeah. We just
it only took us like 23 days to record that album.
yeah, that was just coming up with the name and knowing each other. When we
Yeah.
come back, we'll discuss why it took so long and what we did.
And
What?
and then he showed me a picture of him and his family with Myrrh, and then I just fell in love with him. So that's why we got married.
Who? You and Mur?
No, you and me.
Oh! Here.
All right, let's play that song.
Yeah, here's Voas Des Fraulein by Pinball.
The following audio has been converted from a cassette tape that was found in Willie Nest's bathroom. It's an unreleased demo. The following audio has been 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 The following audio The following audio The following audio Das Fräulein, das Fräulein ist mir. Die Katze hat ein Miau. Ich habe die Katz. Du hast mein Kind. Ich trinke den Gift. Ich spreche nicht mit euch. Tut mir leid.
That was Voas Das Fraulein by Pinball, and this is 1057 The Nask. Excellent mixing on that track, Hank. That actually sounds like an actual cassette tape, and it's just good delay at the beginning, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's kind of the intro was kind of a rip off of what I already did on one of your songs.
I think I requested that, didn't I? I said, like, can you make this sound like
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, you did.
Like, can you use the same, like, sped up effect and, like, the pitch modulation?
What was-
Alright,
That's Fraulein.
Just a quick trivia about that song that we just played. It's the only one that has a dislike on our channel.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure the term Fraulein is offensive in Germany, but I don't know. No, I don't think
Yeah,
that's
it's the
true.
F word.
I don't know if that's true. Some feminists just might get mad.
I'm pretty sure it's not true that that's the F word.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it. It's like ours, but with an I instead of a U.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, hope you're learning a lot this episode. So now we're going to talk about our first album, the self-titled Pinball, which, might I say, is kind of like the Alaska of pinball albums. Because it's like off on its own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, more excellent talk on 157 than Nask.
290 days since the start of the band.
On this day.
No, I mean, till we...
Oh, since
out
we made
the
even the
album.
first album. That's crazy. Imagine if we still had that same, like, productivity speed. We'd only have,
Well,
like, 2 albums.
We'd only... Yeah.
Or would we
We'd be
even
working
have
on
a
the third
second?
album. I think we'd be working on the third album right now.
Well, the way we made pinball is kind of weird. We haven't done this since. When we first, like, established, like, the band, we came up with these rules. I don't know if you've noticed these patterns, but, we each get, like, 5 tracks to do, like, pretty much write it. Even though we share a writing credit as Dynamo Fry, we would each have 5 tracks that we get to choose the name of and stuff. Is it okay to, like, reveal this secrets? Like, it seems like pulling the curtain away during a magic show. Like, okay. It's kind of... Okay. Hope we're not ruining the magic. And, on the first pinball album, we did, like... For some reason, we had lots of, like, planning where I think it was we each write a story song. We would each...
Yeah, I remember that.
I forget all the rules we did. But yeah, that's why, like, there's Spambot and... What was your story song?
I had a story.
Yeah, what was your story track?
I don't know, I have to look. I
I'm
don't
looking right
really
now.
remember.
It's not Alex's Dream of the Moon, is it?
Might have been. What else did I do?
A Note to Cheeto Dust, but that's technically mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nask, Killer. Slap is technically yours, isn't it? And Jay.
Oh, Killer has an excellent story on it.
Oh yeah, explain it.
Well, it's about this guy who
Yep.
lived in the Midwest, but he thought he lived in the Old West. And he, it just went way out of whack.
Okay. Well, when we started, did we even have, like, the first album in mind? We just had 2 single ideas where the one cover would be a picture of Davey 504 and it would just be slap bass. And the other single was going to be a cover of Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads. Like, this was before the album idea was a thing, right? Or no?
Yeah.
We thought that they would be 2 singles.
Yeah.
Wait, I wonder if, like, we originally were going to do 8 tracks per album and have, like, 4 things, but then we had those 2 extra and just added them on. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Well, so I recorded the drum part for Psycho Killer, and when I named the file, I just called it, like, Killer Drums, because I didn't know how to spell Psycho. And Hank changed his mind about doing the cover, but he did add some, like, cool synth and stuff, and then I added some bass. I don't remember
Plus,
what all we added.
I mean, the drums you recorded were Killer, so...
Dankeschön.
Yeah.
And we decided not to do covers, because...
What?
We actually were going to do a cover album, too, like, a while ago, weren't we?
Yeah, at some point we discussed that.
Yeah, but then we decided not to. But I do like how we do mainly original stuff. Anyway, so we do the first album, which it feels like ages ago. Like, that could have been its own band, if I'm honest. Maybe not. Just because of how long ago it was. So the first pinball was made. We were happy with it. We listened to it on loop every single day.
Did you?
Pretty much.
I kind of did that too, actually. Like, I listened to it a lot.
I was like, whoa, I was part of this. This extravaganza. And then there was a hiatus, and maybe tell us why there was a hiatus before Forevermore, like what you were working on and finishing up.
I wanted to get the White Album finished by the roommates,
Mm-hmm.
and it had taken, like, it had already taken 9 months, so I really just wanted to get that finished. And, man, I hardly got anything done for it the whole time we were on break. We took, like, a 2-month break. Like, it was literally 2 months. And then when we got back together, our second album took, like,
Even
a
longer.
month and a half. Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah, and it was kind of like a weird break because most of the stuff we were working on didn't even take that long, right? Or no?
It didn't really take that long to do what we did.
It was mostly us slacking. But then when we got back, it
Yeah.
was like tons of like creative stuff coming out the seams. And I was working on some video production on a project with my friend Ryan, which is yet to come out.
Public
So
Plaza.
then Forevermore you said took a month. What else should we add about
Sorry. Well, it was a really good album. I liked it when it came out. I actually thought, like, man, this is gonna let people down after the first one.
that? Really?
After I listened to it a few times, it was like, whoa, we did something better here, actually.
I honestly feel like Forevermore is always like in the shadow of the first or Hammerhead. Like I feel like
Huh.
nobody ever talks about it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, Hammerhead was a lot more,
Wait, does that have
Epic.
Wigwam on it?
epic. Wigmom was on Forevermore.
Whoa, it doesn't seem that old.
Yeah, that was a great song.
You had good vocals and good mixing. Okay, every time I listen to Wigwam, I get like chills of fear every time like your scream part comes in because I never remember that it's coming. Well, I mean, I remember
What
that it's
scream?
coming, but I never what?
What scream? Hey, everybody, go listen to the song. There's not a scream in it.
No, but that like strikes fear in me every time like it goes ah and peaks.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
That's
That was actually a
probably how
rejected
creepy
Fools of
it's
Yesterday song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wigwam. I think the origin was I was like playing in my church band and like there was like a new keyboard player and they played like two wrong notes and like the director said like, "Oh, those two notes should never be together in the same song." So like I wrote Wigwam like by using those two notes. I forget which ones. It was like F and B, I forget. Oh, and I love how it always wanted to rock.
Sorry, what?
The always wanted to be a rockin' some guy salad bookends the whole album. Like part one's at the
Oh,
first. Yeah. Anyways, we've been rambling a bit.
It's like
What?
Pigs on the Wing.
I was gonna say the same thing. Oh. Oh. So now we're gonna play a quick track. This is Do the Wiggly by Wembley Nask and the Zarfs by Pinball on 105.7 The Nask. Do the wiggly. Do the wiggly. Do the wiggly. Underrated song there, Do the Wiggly by Pinball on 105.7 The Nask. Now, where were we? This link might take a while.
Underrated?
What?
Why is it underrated? It has like 8 million views.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. Okay, this
But it does have 3, so.
so not so underrated. So, this link might take a while. Maybe we should try to like hurry through this. So then.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Hammerhead. Hammerhead actually took pretty quick, I think, because this sounds so lazy,
Yeah.
but I didn't really do much on that album.
Well, Hammerhead only took 9 days.
It did?
Yeah,
What's the shortest an album took for us?
the shortest.
Besides, like, Chaos, because that's...
Shortest was 7 days.
Which one?
Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs.
Oh, okay.
And Chaos, which both were recorded the same for,
Yeah. Well, Hammerhead, I didn't really do much contribution for that. I had a rejected Your Pal Andy album of just me playing piano at my grandma's house, which was called Lobster Ghost, I think. I can't remember.
Lobster Ghost.
And so I just sent Hank all those tracks because I never used them for anything. And he, like, mixed them pretty cool.
I liked all of them.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. I actually think that's, like, our best... Actually, I'm not gonna make any bold decisions. No bold statements.
Whoa, guess what?
Chicken butt?
The Good Buddy Best Friend theme song on SoundCloud has 420 views.
Whoa, that's today's theme.
That was on Forevermore.
Oh yeah. See, underrated gem. Oh, can we just mention something really weird about Forevermore? I think we mentioned it last time. That on all of
sure.
like the YouTube videos that we upload a song from it on, it always gets the wrong song in the description.
Oh,
like
yeah,
when
whenever I
YouTube
put-
automatically generates the song name at the
Yeah.
bottom. For Good Buddy Best Friend, it always says Going for Gold, which was another rejected Fools Yesterday song. And Police Car was too. Jeez. And then there's a track called Ghouls of Yesterday, which has nothing to do with the actual Fools of Yesterday. I just wanted to make that pun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fun. For the fun of it.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, and the name Forevermore and the album cover.
Mm.
I had the name and the album cover to be the second Roommates album, like after Clevermore,
Mm-hmm.
the one with the piano on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna throw that out there because I think that's weird how it ended up being the second Pinball album.
Mm-hmm. That is weird. And I like how like a bunch of Roommates albums were like more at the end, like Severmore, Clevermore.
Oh yeah,
We need to think of
kinda
more
lazy,
mores.
but it's also kind of funny.
I didn't realize that Forevermore like uses a lot of influence from our past bands. Like I use like 3 rejected
It does.
Foy songs. You use like a name and cover that was going to be used for Roommates. Oh, and 2
Oh, yeah.
Roommates covers, isn't it? Always Wanted to Be
3?
a Rockin' Some Guy's Salad, Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, and Good Buddy Best Friend.
Yeah.
Well, I guess one of those is actually Hank and Ace, and one of those is actually the Dynamos.
Mm.
We
Oh, yeah.
changed names so many stupid times.
Well, just previous bands is the point.
Yeah.
And a lot of like our early stuff is like remakes of our old stuff, which is cool. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But I've noticed like a lot of our newer stuff is like actually that's a lie. Giant Bread and Michael Jackson are from like our most recent, so that point fell flat. So after Hammerhead, what did we do? Was it really Chaos already? That feels weird. We did Chaos and Wembley Nask right after Hammerhead.
Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, 7 days after Hammerhead, we
What?
put out Chaos and Wembley's Nask and the Zarfs.
I didn't realize we took that quick.
Yeah, it was pretty
Hammerhead
quick.
and Wembley Nask seemed like worlds apart. Like I
It's
like how
only
we
7 days.
we do some like classically influenced piano like rock fusion, and then we just go to some like doo-wop parody.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I like how the whole Wembley Nask and the Zarfs album sounds like doo-wop. But then just the last song goes into like the hard rock part.
yeah, like Primus style guitar solo.
Oh yeah, that's good too. I forgot about the solo.
But should we tell about Chaos being part of Wembley Nask or vice
Oh
versa?
yeah.
So we recorded Wembley Nask and the Zarfs first, and then the way Chaos was made, we put like all of the tracks from Wembley Nask before we even released it, and then we what did we do? We took like the first track on each thing, put it together, then the second track on each thing, put them together, so it would match the
Oh,
same.
yeah, Chaos.
You can explain it better.
Chaos is every song from Pinball, Forevermore, Hammerhead, and Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs. All 4 of those albums combined, and like 2 of the songs in each track would be reversed, and the other 2 would be forward, and they'd all be flattened to the same length.
As the Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs track.
Yeah, so that's what Chaos was.
Yeah, that's what you're listening to.
So Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs was hidden on Chaos, even though Chaos was released first.
Yeah, so if you had some like genius like nuclear fusion lab set up, you could have pieced out the albums and gotten Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs a day early, or however long
Actually,
it was.
It was released 3 days before that.
What was Chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs 3 days early. Isn't that nice of us? Oh, should we mention the? I remember when I just want to like mention some stuff about the album covers real quick. When we did the Pinball album cover, I kind of made that like really fast with like some app, and I also made a cover that was Pinball 2, and it was like the same cover except the background was gray, and it was like a pinball in front of the sun, like a solar eclipse.
Well, we need to use that.
And then Forevermore, you want to tell that story? I mean, you kind of already did, but like you got it from your friend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's an artist. I found him on Instagram. His name is Gary McMillan. He has some really out there stuff. He's cool.
Yeah, I love his stuff.
He let me use his he let me use this painting as an album cover.
And then Hammerhead is exactly what one of the tracks says. It's just a close-up photo of my boxers. Not much to say about that. Chaos. Now we gotta explain the chaos.
Wait, you
thing.
have boxers? I have some dogs, but they're like you know, other kinds of dogs.
Yeah. Chaos. There's a bit of controversy behind that. Do you want to tell the story, or should I just say it?
I don't really want to tell that story.
Well, just
someone might listen and be offended.
I'll just say
I'll tell the story.
I think we can word it better. I can word it better.
Oh, you can.
Well, I'm thinking. Well, just Hank got the cover from somewhere that said it wasn't like copyright, and then when we uploaded it to Route Note, it said this is copyright. So on Spotify, that's why it says our record company made us change this cover.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it.
Okay. And then what was next? Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs. That cover was also by one of Hank's art buddies, right? Isn't that true? Okay, so Hank knew somebody. And we used that. Which, that might be one of our best covers, I think. Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs. Like, I want to, like, take a bite out of that guitar in that photo.
I'm scared right now.
And then Pinball Unplugged is just a little drawing I did. Wormhole of Your Mind. Actually, Hank put that one together, Wormhole of Your Mind. Right? Used Paint 3D, right?
Yes.
And it's based off of the Space-Time Continuum cover, right?
Yeah, it's based on that. It's just supposed to look like it's the same world or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then the Great Pinball in the Sky. Everywhere else besides Spotify, it's us with like a bunch of our like influences behind it, like friends and stuff. And on Spotify, it's just the words "The Great Pinball in the Sky" because we don't have the rights to those photos. But shh, don't tell anyone. I doubt Conan will be like, "Hey guys, I saw you use my photo," and that sounds more like Ellen. Maybe that wasn't a good impression. Or Weird Al's like, "Hey guys, I saw you." Doesn't sound like Weird Al.
It sounds like him on a cartoon.
Like someone trying to be him.
Yeah. Like on Squidbilly or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But I doubt they'd come to us and be like, "Okay, I'm gonna want like 5 cents for every time this sells." Okay, and then Michigan City is a drawing I did of a nuclear power plant on the shores of Michigan City, Indiana, which I visited before. And then Arcadia, Hank put that together, and it's just photos of us with like a weird filter and drawing over it, which I really like. Anyway, so that was the album cover explained.
It's really a picture of me naked.
And then after Wembley Nask, what did we do?
But you can't tell because it's just my head.
Oh, we did Pinball Unplugged. That was actually like really nice to make because we just had like one track of guitar and then one of singing. And it's the skits. The skits in that and Wembley Nask really make those albums. And then Wormhole of Your Mind, which I think at one point was like both of our favorites. I think it's still your favorite, isn't it?
I like every song on it a lot.
Yeah, that's like the best to introduce someone.
Yeah. Introducing pinball.
Introducing the pinball of today.
Of tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Same thing.
I'm really working hard. I shouldn't reveal this information, but I'm going to work really hard to try to get the last Fools of Yesterday concert to be called Geniuses of Tomorrow, but I haven't really like run that by anyone yet, so.
That would be great.
Hey, someone's in the chat. They said, hi, Hank, hi. Buddy Holly.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Whoa.
Wait, is that you?
No, it's Buddy Holly. It's lovely sweaters. Okay, and then after we did Unplugged, how long did it take until we did Wormhole? Because that feels like worlds apart also.
Wormhole of Your Mind was like 18 days.
Okay. And then we did The Great Pinball in the Sky, which I think that's the only other one where we have pinball in the name besides Pinball Unplugged and Pinball 1, whatever you call that. And at first you didn't really love this album, did you? But it's grown on you or no?
I don't know, I feel like whenever we put out an album, it's like better than the last one, but this one just kind of felt like the B-sides of Wormhole of Your Mind or something.
Sort of like how Magical Mystery Tour, the critics said it was a flop compared to Sgt. Pepper, even though it's still good.
Yeah, like I like this one, but it's just not, I don't like it as much.
Lackluster compared to its predecessor. Look at us using multiple syllable words.
Predecessor?
Decompressor. Decompressor.
Antidepressor.
Vinyl record presser. The press secretary. Alright, so we're going to play a little track called Giant Bread by Pinball. Hope you enjoyed this one.
Wait, are we?
Yes. Here's the song.
Let's do that. Here it is.
Giant bread.
You're listening to 105.7 The Nask. That was Giant Bread by Pinball, which was a remake of a song by the Little Fries, which has been lost for history forever. Oh. So, where are we now?
In the toilet.
Oh, I just realized I was meant to play 2 songs. Is it okay if I play the next one?
Yeah, sure. I just must have doing it.
Alright, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Here is Why Won't You Drop Down Dead by Wembley Nask and the Czars by Pinball.
Won't you drop dead? All I want from you. Why won't you drop dead? It's all I need you to do. It took so long to perform it. It took so long to record it. And now I am asking you, why won't you drop dead?
What a great track that was. Why Won't You Drop Down Dead by Pinball on 157 The Nask. Now, where were we last time? Oh, yeah, we were up to Great Pinball in the Sky, and the next album we would make is a little ditty called Michigan City. And that album is pretty much goes along with Arcadia. Those are pretty much like volumes 1 and 2. Like how George Harrison said, Revolver and Rubber Soul are volumes 1 and 2, in a way. Wouldn't you agree, Hank?
Yeah. I got a piece of pie and I don't know where I put it.
Loser! Oh, I just realized I messed something up, but it'll be okay. We'll figure it out.
Well, that's cool.
Okay, so for this link, let's just talk about Michigan City up to...
Now?
Sure. Like, don't mention anything in the future. Yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to play another song, and then we'll come back.
What about...
Because I kind of messed stuff up. I accidentally played
what
2 extra songs.
Can I, or can one of us mention the album that we're, like, making right now?
Wait, which one? Give me the initials.
The annoying one? The obnoxious album?
Let's wait till the next link, I think.
Wait till next what?
Link. Like, after the next song, please.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Michigan City and Arcadia, they pretty much go together. They were, like, made during the same time.
They're brothers.
And published on the same day, weren't they?
They're twins. They were made at the same time. Wait, Great Pinball in the Sky in Michigan City?
No,
Or wait,
Michigan
no,
City and
Michigan
Arcadia.
City and Arcadia?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started recording them, like, immediately after the Great Pinball in the Sky. And we released both of them on April 20th.
I just realized that Mr. Strawberry Harrington and I think Punky Nask and Voas das Farline were actually for another project, right? Like, we were going to make another Wembley Nask and the Zarfs album, but we decided to scrap it, and we just, like, took some of the tracks that we already had recorded and used on it. Ew, what is that? Mushy spaghetti?
Eggs.
I think I'm gonna be sick!
I'm eating eggs.
There's your bloody breakfast.
I'm eating human eggs.
$10 to smell the cigar.
Now are you more comfortable?
Yeah. So is there anything interesting to say about Michigan City or Arcadia?
Probably something interesting on both of them.
Is there really?
Oh,
that's for the fans to decide. Oh.
I guess.
Oh, I'm gonna say right now, Hawaiian Punch might be like the third or second best, like, song by Pinball musicality. Like,
To you.
oh
Should I read this contract that the two of us made?
no.
Alright. I will go to the list of everything and say, stuff I think of.
You'll go to the list of what?
The list of all of our albums
Okay.
with the songs and stuff. Alright, so Michigan City is what you're asking about.
Yeah. Mr. Strawberry Harrington, where did that come from?
That actually goes back kind of far. Like I wrote that for like this mockumentary kind of thing, like the Ruddles or Spinal Tap, but it was like going to be in the form of a musical, and it was about a band called the Roommates. And this was before I started the actual Roommates.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this was before I started the Dynamos, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
What else was for that? Oh yeah, the Electrical Orchestra of Lights, which was on Wembley, Nask, and the Zarfs. That was also meant for that idea, originally. I think Maple Leaf Gardens is one of our best songs.
Really? The guitar is really good when it comes in. It gives you chills.
Oh yeah, gives me chills on my butt.
Oh! Note of Glow.
Then Arcadia.
Note of Glow is
Arcadia, actually, there is something interesting about Arcadia. So you know how we, like, each pick out 5? I did the Malt Song, Shrimpy Shrimp Master, Exiting Magnetropia for 3 of my things.
Uh-huh.
And all 3 of them have Emily Dolan Davies
Oh,
on them playing
yeah.
drums.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Entering Magnetropia is interesting, too. Like, the one that was released as The Roommates, it's, like, kind of the same synth loop, but it's a different recording of the synthesizer playing it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to people.
Alright, I think that's all we really got to say about those two.
I don't think you feel the same way, but I think Michael Jackson is one of our best songs, too.
Really?
It's just so weird sounding.
Well, glad you mentioned that because that's what we're going to play right now on 1057 The Nask.
Oh!
Michael Jackson, he was a really good singer. Michael Jackson, he loved the state of Indiana. Yours from a lead, those princes from Minnesota. Pinballs and hang down the most seats from Ohio. Seems like the Midwest is a hotbed for talent. Michael Jackson, he had a pair of white gloves. Michael Jackson, he really loved me to hate him. Michael Jackson, he sold a lot of golden records. Michael Jackson is a cultural icon.
There was the cultural icon known as Michael Jackson by Pinball. We actually had to change that name when we uploaded it to Spotify to MJ because apparently we can't use the most generic name ever, but it's okay, it's okay. That was actually... Wait, never mind. I redact that statement. Oh, but the synth is really cool on that song. That made the song. Oh, and to answer the question, is pinball real? Someone said in the chat. Yes, we very are real. We keep it real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah. So that leads us up to this point. We just finished recording and mixing an album which is called The Real Pinball, which we've been hyping up for the past few weeks. We just finished it. All we have to do now is just upload it to everything. And
Upload it to your mama's house. Wow.
I'll have you know that. So, Hank, want to explain what we're working on now? Besides the railroad? And committing arson to the old spice factory?
Oh, wait, you want me to talk about the thing after Real Pinball?
Yeah, what we're working on now.
what we're working on right now, right this second, we are working on 105.7 The Nask.
Yeah.
No, that's a joke.
Not
We've
really. We actually
been
are.
working on it a week already. It doesn't seem like that much.
And we already have 4 technically recorded.
Yeah, that's good. So like a week ago, we started working on the 12th album, which is called The Obnoxious Album. It's gonna have some weird like sketches and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like our music making gone back to basics, like just like fun, strumming the guitar, just making random rants, saying random funny stuff.
Random ranch dressing. And
Didn't we actually have this album as an idea, but then we scrapped it, but then we brought the name back?
yeah,
I find that neat. Like, I don't think the album, like, contents have anything to do with the original, like, concept, but it's just the same name.
it was gonna be like 8 songs that were 10 seconds, and then 2 songs that were like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So, did we really cover everything in the history of pinball?
I think so.
Let me just add that Highway Lights by Fools Yesterday, shameless plug, was originally going to be Pinball's first song. But then since we didn't use it, it was just used on Fools Yesterday. Any other weird tidbits?
There's this one time that I was trying to eat a bowl of tidbits.
Yep.
And I tripped off the sidewalk and fell and hit my head on a scuba diver.
Dang, Buddy Holly left the thing, so they'll never know if pinball is real. I mean, we're called the Real Pinball, so maybe that's why they were saying that as a joke. Well, we're pretty much up to this point now, so, Hank, we got some big news for anyone listening, don't we?
What's the big news?
For the first time ever, we are going to be playing from our brand new album. Well, this is actually the single, but it's a single from the new album.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, it's called
with your mama.
It's called The Real Pinball from our new album by Pinball, called The Real Pinball. The premiere stream of this song. Should we play
Are you
it?
turning into Rick?
Who's Rick?
From Rick and Morty. He's just like ranting and burping.
Wait, so is that show based off Back to the Future or not?
I don't think so.
Oh, it isn't? I always thought it was the Doc and the Michael J. Fox kid.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not? All my life I thought it was. Like, that's why they have, like, the sci-fi, like, portals and stuff.
Wow.
I thought it was the Doc and whoever... Is it Marty McFly?
Doc McStuffins.
You're rich! Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the world premiere of the Real Pinball single! Thank you for listening, everybody. Good night and God bless. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Real Pinball. It has come to our attention that there are some copycat bands also by the name of Pinball. So if you are a true fan, you would go over to our Redbubble page and purchase a I Support the Real Pinball pin to show that you're a true fan. Now let me just look up the link real quick. Let's see what it is. It's redbubble.com/people/therealpinball/shop. Thank you very much. Enjoy the song.
21 or 22, a man within his prime. The overuse, the overabuse, I guess it's come his time. Ain't that a shame you're forced to play the game, but it always turns out just the same. Lame. You got a stack and you got your tag. Better go outside and milk that yak. Freedom comes and freedom goes, but America will never know. That's just how the story goes. Go to the ocean, stick out your toe, dip it into a dragon's nose. Dance funny, but it's something I suppose. Like peas and ivy, where they grow. Milkshake, burger, and fries. Until you realize, where's my thighs? Two plastic shack, mad life hack, snack, wire tap, dodge trap, oh snap. Burger brother man, working for the man of the king of another land. Oh yes, that's very groovy.
I think his name was Dan, or maybe it was Fran. Well, he was the #1 fan of a real pinball band.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him.
Bubbles burst out of your